Nisam Bulavinaka, I'm Tale Tora. Military spokesperson Lieutenant Colonel Naomi Leweni has urged the Methodist Church to use the opportunity to hold their annual church meeting in the best way possible so as not to jeopardize future meetings. The Methodist Church has been given the green light by government to convene its annual conference. Colonel Leweni said the approval for the church to hold its meeting is not a relaxation on the public emergency regulations on the part of government.
Colonel Leweni said 24 hours is the maximum allocated for the conference and that the actual meeting times should not exceed 24 hours.
The conference was the timeline that was given by the Prime Minister is actually 24 hours for them to conduct the meeting, and now they've stated that there are quite a few very old members who wouldn't be able to sit for that long, and that's why it's been spread over a period of 3 days, but still 24 hours. In other words, it will be 8 hours a day.
Colonel Leweni stressed that government will continue to scrutinize the activities of the church to ensure that it focuses on its rightful role of developing the spiritual foundation of its members and not to engage in politics.
We are saying that the way forward for the church is to align itself to the charter and roadmap, because that's what's aimed to provide a lasting solution to Fiji's socio-political and economic problems that has been there since 1987 until now.
Government is also very concerned about the apparent opposition of the church against the People's Charter and the roadmap to democracy and sustainable socio-economic development, which are government's answer to a truly united, modern and peaceful nation. The way forward for the church is to align itself to the charter and the roadmap.
They have raised issues before and showing their opposition to a lot of the issues raised by the charter committees, which is not in line with what the current government wants.
Colonel Leweni reiterated that government and the military vision is absolutely clear. Everyone must all work towards peaceful coexistence. The church is no exception. The call by government is testimony also to what is written in the Holy Bible, which says that we should submit to the authority of the land.
The Biosecurity Authority of Fiji is not responsible for the closure of KFC outlets in Fiji. BAF Chief Executive Officer Elvis Silvestrini said claims by KFC franchise owners that the establishment was closed down for any other reason than breaches of food security laws is untrue.
In a letter to its suppliers, the General Manager of KFC, Mr. Stephen Johnson, has stated that their decision to suspend their business operations was due to rising costs and deteriorating sales. However, the official press release from KFC head office in Hawaii has stated that KFC in Fiji has been forced to suspend operations because Biosecurity Authority of Fiji has not allowed its imports into the country, and that's simply not correct.
Mr. Silvestrini has clarified that KFC's consignment milk and egg mix is being temporarily held up because the veterinary certification is required from KFC, assuring the authorities that the products are free of diseases and is safe to import into Fiji. This is consistent with the conditions for all imports into the country.
The truth is that BAF has only temporarily withheld 2 cartons of milk and egg mix because KFC did not have the required documentation, which is a veterinary certificate. We've been waiting for the veterinary certification since early May, and when this is provided, we'll be able to release the cartons of their product. It's as simple as that. Veterinary certificates are required from every importer bringing in these products into Fiji. This is nothing new. The certificate assures us that the product has been treated appropriately and the items are safe to be brought into Fiji.
Meanwhile, the Permanent Secretary for Agriculture, Colonel Mason Smith, said BAF is only acting in the national interest for the safety of all Fijian consumers.
We understand that very well. However, the onus is on KFC to provide us with a simple veterinary certificate. That's all we're asking.
Fiji's permanent representative to the United Nations, Ambassador Peter Thompson, has been elected to serve as a vice president for the 66th session of the United Nations General Assembly. The 66th session begins on September the 13th and will run for a year. Ambassador Thompson expressed deep gratitude for the confidence shown by the General Assembly in entrusting this role to Fiji at the United Nations. He also gave every assurance that Fiji would perform this role with diligence and all due propriety.
The UN General Assembly has an elected president, supported by 21 elected vice presidents. The president of the 66th session will be Mr. Nazir Al-Nasser of the state of Qatar. As a vice president, Fiji's permanent representative will be required from time to time to preside over deliberations of the General Assembly when the president is not available. In addition, vice presidents are members of the UN's General Committee. This committee is chaired by the President of the General Assembly and deals with the procedural and organizational matters of the Assembly session.
After the break, unionists arrested for unlawful assembly, and Fiji's biosecurity will not be bullied by transnational food giants.